Good afternoon. Charles Merkel here for day 128 of 3-minute 10 breath total body warm up. Here I am, in the middle of the afternoon. This really should be a morning exercise, at least for myself, for my schedule. And I want you to put a hat on. I'm assuming you have a job. Maybe you have somebody in answer to, a manager or an employer or somebody else. And so place yourself in their shoes and listen to what I'm about to tell you. I know I had one job to do today. I know I had one job. But before my alarm off, would you believe it, that my cat climbed up on my wife's dresser, got one of the big boxes of lots of valuables, and just took the whole thing down. It was this big crash, made this big mess. And that was the start of my day. And then on top of that, and before the time when I normally do the video, said I know I said I would have this done, but my kid was sick and I had to take care of them. And then, I just got started with the normal routine of the day and my daily activities. And then I finally had a break and I was going to go out and do the video. And would you believe it? It was raining. It was raining, and then I came back. I didn't do the video because I didn't want anything to get wet, so I came back in, and there's just one thing after another. But here I am, middle of the afternoon, and I'm getting it done, sir, or ma'am. How would you feel if you hired somebody for a job, and that's what you heard? All valid. Those are valid reasons. They're not valid excuses. And I'm talking to myself right now. So this is the third day now that I'm doing this video later than intended. I really want to do it first thing in the morning. Ideally, it'd be about 6:30 in the morning, maybe even earlier, with the time that the sun's getting, because I really want to get that red morning sun. But I'm making this part of my job. And how easy is it to have all these things going on? And all of those things did happen today. I'm on the porch because it's raining right now. I was just walking out to do it. I set up the camera, and doggone it, the rain starts coming down again. I decided I wasn't going to put this off any longer. We're going to go ahead and do it. We're just going to do the best we can. I've got to protect the equipment. The video's got to get done. So no more excuses. But how easy is it to, when we feel a little sorry for ourselves, things didn't go as planned, and then we expect everybody else to, we do whatever we can to make them feel sorry for us too. So all valid reasons. I didn't lie. And what happens in your daily activities, the daily setbacks, you're not lying. They happened. But you still got to get things done. You still have to be and I'm talking to myself now, be a person of integrity. Be the person you said you were going to be, which means keeping your word. If anybody, to yourself, myself. So I am frustrated with myself. Yeah, circumstances happen. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. And rather than allowing my excuses to make me feel sorry for myself, and I don't have coworkers to share, but I tell you what, the people I hang around would call me on my bullshit. Thankfully, they would call me on my bullshit if I tried to give all these reasons as to why it didn't happen as I said it would happen. But if you have coworkers, people in your life who will listen to your excuses and then support you, be careful. it's okay to have sympathy or even empathy. But if it's keeping you from being a person of integrity, now you've got a problem. Now you have to make a decision. And if you have people around you that are going to support you to making excuses and not being a person of integrity, we need to have a conversation. So I'm not going to allow it for myself. And by not allowing myself to dwell on what happened today, on all the reasons why not, I already have the answer. I know exactly what I'm going to do different tomorrow morning. I shared before that, what was his name? Admiral, but it's an Admiral. If you look up on YouTube, an Admiral, if you look up Make Your Bed, it's a very famous personal motivation speech. And the Admiral talked about making your bed, because it gives you a little win. First thing in the morning, make your bed. Because it gives you a little win, a little sense of pride, and no matter how bad the day is, you come home to a made bed. And you know you can do it again tomorrow. It's good advice. And I shared with you that how I translated that in my own life is not making the bed, but doing the dishes. Well, I have been getting done first thing in the morning, the dishes. It takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Guess how long these videos take? About 20 minutes. Between the setup, doing the recording, doing the exercise. On average, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on how long I speak with the share. But about 20 minutes. With what I have going on, I could very easily do the dishes at another time. Very easily, because I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I spend doing meal prep and things like that. You know, I do the meal prep for my family. That's part of my role right now. I'm happy to do it. But the thing is, so starting tomorrow, so this is a simple adjustment. Rather than doing the dishes first thing, I'm going to do the video first thing. Because I need a small uninterrupted window. I'm going to come outside, do the video, and go back in. I said it's very easy to pick up the dishes soon after that. So I can do it in between, do the dishes in between breakfast prep for the family. I can do that. That's how I will do it. So no excuses. Solutions. If you said you're going to do something and you don't come through, don't come to whoever it is you're accountable to or to yourself with a boatload of excuses. Come with answers. Come with solutions. So you're watching me do that right now. I always told you from the beginning I'd be very transparent. You're watching me build a daily habit in real time. All of the mess included. All of the mess included. All right. So that's my spiel for today. Let's go ahead and get started with today's 3-minute, 10-breath total body warm-up. And look at that. It stopped raining. So we're going to take this off this concrete pad and out into the yard where I can get some proper grounding. I'm missing the morning red light treatment, but I can still get my grounding. We take the winds where we can. All right? Now, if you're new joining me and you're still with me after that spiel, Welcome. This is a 3-minute resistance-based exercise. There's a lot of things. It doesn't look like there's a lot involved, but there really is. So if you're first time here, watch along or do your best to join in. Otherwise, go to the address at the bottom, 7minutemorning.com/free sample. And feisty again. Go to 7minutemorning.com/free sample. Takes you directly to a page with the video training of how to do this exercise. So there's a lot involved. It's only 15 to 20 minutes of video, if I remember correctly. But that way you can go through. The concepts are very simple. It just takes some practice to get different muscle groups working in tandem. You're going to find yourself, after a while, with a lot more control over your body. All right? So let's get started with today's exercise. All right, Luna. What are we going to do, girl? Let me do this. Drew blood in a few places yesterday. If you go back and watch the video, they were very feisty. Alright, that's another advantage of doing first thing in the morning. You can do it right when I give them their breakfast. They're distracted. I come out and do the video, and I can go back inside without bloody feet. Let's get started. And begin. Day 128 done. Just like during the exercise, during the recovery, breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You'll know it's working at the end here, temporarily but completely exhausted. I appreciate you joining me today. Thank you for enduring through my personal tirade. I hope you learned something from it. Maybe give you a moment to reflect. If there's anything going on in your own life that needs an integrity check. I will see you tomorrow, bright and early in the morning, before I do the dishes. This is Charles signing off. Bye.